What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Gibbon here today with a first impressions review, look at my opinion sort of thing with regards to Battlefield 1. Now, firstly, I know it's been quite a while since I have uploaded a video to YouTube, and I'm actually going to address that in another video. It's actually probably going to take me a video to actually talk about that and kind of what's been sort of going on, really. So what I wanted to do was today just bring you kind of my feelings, my thoughts and my impressions of Battlefield 1 as a game. And in the background you are watching pretty much chopped up, mashed up little excerpts of me playing Rush, which if you're playing as a solo player, which I tend to do quite a bit, it tends to be kind of probably the best sort of game type to play. Conquest playing as a solo player is an absolute frigging nightmare, because if you can't get into a squad then you can't spawn on anybody, and it makes it incredibly difficult to get back to the points and engage with the opposition. Now, the first bit that I actually want to talk about or want to discuss is the campaign mode. The campaign is, I've not finished it yet, but the campaign itself is phenomenally brilliant. Just the look, the feel, the cutscenes, which they probably could have done with doing a few more kind of cutscenes within that, just to kind of help with sort of the historical aspect of the game. Now, we know this isn't a true to form, this isn't completely taken from stories that have come from World War I, etc., so on and so forth, but just the cutscene, just the atmosphere within the game, the atmospheric aspects of the game while you're playing it are absolutely brilliant. You really get engrossed in the game, it takes you away. I remember I did the first story section, which is effectively the tank story, and I literally just lost concept of time and everything else that was going on for a good 4 hours, I would say, just because of playing it through and kind of enjoying myself with it, really. So from that aspect of it, I think DICE, Frostbite, Activision, whoever, EA, have done a phenomenal job with the creation of this game. I think it just, everything about it I absolutely love. You can probably tell that from kind of the way that I'm talking. I absolutely do genuinely love this game a lot. When it comes to the multiplayer, again, I know there's been comparisons and people complaining about Battlefield versus COD and COD versus Battlefield and which one's better. It's absolutely fine to like both games. I'm going to put that out there now. It is absolutely fine to like both games. COD is very much more a fast-paced game. It's very much a run-and-gun Rambo style kind of shooter. There's not that much in terms of different ways of being able to play it. It is very much a point-and-shoot FPS game. Whereas with Battlefield, particularly with the game types that you've got, there is a lot more strategy to it. The different characters that you have, like medic, like assault, like support, like scout, although we all hate the snipers in Battlefield, but I will say that I have done my fair share of sniping in Battlefield, and it is very satisfying to cross-map somebody when you get the gauge of the drop-off on the bullets, so shooting higher. That's absolutely brilliant. There is a lot more team ethic and a lot more strategy involved with Battlefield, with any Battlefield title. We won't talk about Battlefield 4. With any sort of Battlefield title. The problem that I have with the multiplayer aspect of the game is that, for whatever reason, I seem to have this issue where I put too much pressure on my right joystick, and it either makes me melee or it makes me crouch up and down, and I'm kind of trying to retrain myself to not put the pressure down on my joystick, because I love the multiplayer aspect in Battlefield. I love the way that the game actually plays. I love the feel of it. It runs buttery smooth. The graphics are absolutely phenomenal. The bits and pieces that happen whilst you're playing, the destruction of the buildings, the fact that you can, when the behemoth comes in, if you're playing Conquest, and it's a behemoth style map, and you can just set off a bomb, and the craters that appear in the ground, you have to give an absolute A star to the developers of this game in allowing that aspect of it, because it is completely random where those things could happen, but just to allow that aspect of it and the way that it, in terms of the actual maps that you're playing on and how that can interact with the actual game itself. I think in terms of the way that the game looks, it's absolutely stunning. I think it's beautiful. It's just such a good game to play. Battlefield is very much a leveler. If you beast on COD and then you go into Battlefield, do not expect to beast in Battlefield, because again, it's a different type of gameplay style altogether. I love the fact that it's boots on the ground. I love the fact that the old style weapons. I am spawny as hell with grenades, as you'll see. I don't know how I've managed to do that, but I tend to get really bizarre random grenade shots. I do think the introduction of things like the armoured train and the behemoth for a game changer is quite a good thing, particularly if the opposition team is getting quite severely pooped on. But I played a game with FPS Boff last night. I can't remember, it was the Forest one, and we were doing a conquest game, and just the enemy team got decimated, but they obviously got the train, and it made no difference whatsoever at all, because we pushed them to such a state that we almost had them spawn trapped, for want of a better phrase. They couldn't get out of their spawn. I love the fact that the elements within it, and it's the same with all Battlefield games, that you have the medic side of things, you can run around jabbing. I love the World War I feel aspect of it, that it's not going around with paddles and electroshocking people to bring them back to life. It's jabbing them with with the needle. The horses are hilariously funny, really funny. I like the vehicle aspect of it as well. They're not as OP as what they have been in other games. The fact that they're slow moving to reload, all that kind of stuff. The one that I'm using the most at the moment is I'm using medic more often than not. I just tend to find that suits for me. I like the guns in the medic. I like the fact that you can single shot rifle, or you can change it to semi-automatic. It's just, for me, it's so much fun to play, and I would encourage anybody that hasn't got it yet, just get on it and play it. It's just so much fun. I like the fact that the games can last upwards of half an hour. I just like that there's so much more thought that goes into it in terms of how you play it, whereas with COD it's a lot of shoot and kill kind of thing. And I like the fact that it's very heavily objective based in Battlefield 1, which is something that I really enjoy. Obviously, if you want to play a bit quicker, you can go to the team deathmatch and that kind of thing. Rush, as I said, I really enjoy playing, particularly from a solo aspect. Conquest is just so much fun to play, but it takes a phenomenally long amount of time to play. But again, it's really good fun, and I am really enjoying the game a lot. And I can't wait to rank up. I haven't really got any major gripes apart from the funky spawns in Conquest, which can happen. That's going to do it for this one, guys. I do hope you've enjoyed the video. I hope you've picked up this game. Let me know what you think about it in the comments down below. Like I said, I'm going to address why I haven't uploaded a video for a little while. That is going to come in another video. But if you are new to my channel, please don't forget to subscribe. If you've enjoyed the video, please also don't forget to click the like button. This has been OG Gibbon playing Battlefield 1, and we out of here. Peace.